already know that. There you go.
Shush! Okay. So ladies, please give them your undivided attention. Today's first day of spring. Everybody say yay.
Yay!
Yay!
They said it.
I know it's going to snow Tuesday. We're not having school Tuesday. Just so you guys know.
We're not? Are you kidding me?
Every time I say that we're not getting out, we get out. So we're not getting out Tuesday or Wednesday. So stop acting like we're going. So we're not doing that. So prepare to come to school.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Remember one time we got like 4 days?
Yes, we are. I get paid whether we're at school or not now, so we better be taking some snow days. I missed out on some days where I was going to be getting paid. We're taking them. Okay, please give them your undivided attention.
What's undivided mean?
You remember our dear friend Susan? She is in the hospital. She has severe migraines, and she just about passed out yesterday while driving. They're running tests on her. I stopped by there to check on her before I came, and she said she misses all of y'all. She probably won't be here again tomorrow, so just keep her in your thoughts. And Misty, I'm going to introduce Misty Deans to you. She's in our graduate program with us, and she's had some other things to attend to the last couple of days, but today she's your leader. Yay! So, I did bring stuff to Broadview, just so you know that. Hope everybody likes some Starburst.
Treats, let's go.
So, let me just go ahead and tell you a little bit about who I am. My name's Misty, and my first time I went to college, I went to be a registered nurse, and then I worked at that for about 17 years, and decided that the last job I had in nursing was at a psychiatric facility, and I would do intakes and stuff like that, and I decided that I wanted to know more about why these people were coming in and asking for help, and not just about, what their problem was today, but, what had happened to them in their journey leading up to that point. So that's when I decided to go back to school to become a social worker. And my hopes and dreams is that, in a few years I will have had my license and had them long enough that I can open up a private practice and be a licensed clinical social worker and counsel people. So just like on depression, just like you guys have been talking about, that can happen to anybody. Anybody can get depressed, and sometimes people take medication for it. Sometimes people, go to counseling for it. Sometimes they do a combination of both. But that's what I want to do. That's what I feel that my journey is leading up to is to do that. So I'm going to do a little thing. I'm going to go around with some Starburst. Now, I've got 4 packs and they're all this size, and so just as long as there's enough for everybody, you can take as many as you want. I don't care. But there's an activity that goes along with it too, so I won't tell you that till you pick your Starburst.
Probably not the best idea.
Yeah. So.
Don't be reasonable.
Anybody allergic or anything to this? I don't want anybody being allergic to something and nobody's gonna have a reaction on me. Okay, all
I won't
right.
have a reaction if I don't get some of those Starburst, everybody.
Does anybody know where I'm going? Chili? Chili's so close to chicken. I figured it was that nasty. Get you some Starburst.
I don't care, man. I'm hungry.
Oh. No, you can get as many as you want. Is that all you want? All right. No, don't open your Starburst yet, okay? Just get them, but don't open them, okay? And I can see there's some chickens in here. Nobody's really wanting to take on the challenge.
Hey, sir, excuse me, please, that,
I know, I don't wear my shirt. Don't let these.
what do you have? What do you have?
She said something.
Yeah.
What's your name? That's good. I'm proud of you.
Hey, why'd you gonna let you watch basketball?
She better.
Not.
I'm going to.
I wanted to come up here and watch the game.
I'm gonna look at it.
No, that's already good.
No, I really need to watch the game.
Tell her.
Okay.
Not even live.
It's about this Yeah, nobody opened your Starburst. Just hang on. Are you starting to be brave? Starting to be brave?
Look at it.
But they still call them after
No.
Except for whenever I got drunk. When I did this,
What game are we watching?
The only one that's on was the Ohio State game. It's just 2 minutes.
I'm doing the same thing. Are you ready for me? I can do on my.
Nebraska, okay, Nebraska American plays. No, that's tomorrow.
Yeah.
American Wisconsin, watch that.
I need a recent bus. I only got 2. I didn't know we could get as many.
Yeah, you can, I'll give you some more, but if you want more. Yeah. I was afraid 4 packs weren't going to be enough. People were just taking one, you know.
We had Hershey's Kisses.
Well, I've also got some stuff for you after lunch, too.
You know,
No, man, little,
T. Riggs. Here, please.
Okay, now did everybody get at least one Starburst? Everybody got at least one, right? Okay. Yes.
You have to answer more questions than what you have.
Because I want you to get at the beginning. I'm going to let him have another chance here.
Nope. She said so.
So wait, why can't we?
You have to wait.
Take it. I'm getting that wasn't even worth my walk. Over here. Okay, all right. Can I have your attention? this is what we're gonna do with the starburst. Okay, for those of you who have more than one, like this little gentleman right here, put all of your starburst except for one. Put one in your right hand and separate all the others. Just put them to the side somewhere. Everybody got that? Okay. Now this is the game. This is how we're gonna do this. The one that is in your right hand, the one that is separate from all the others. It depends on what color it is as to what question you get. Everybody just gets one question. It didn't matter if you took 20 starburst or if you took 1 starburst. Everybody has to answer a question, and it just depends on which color. So,
Don't change your colors out.
yes, no, please let's be honest here and just go with the hand that you're dealt. And I also wanted to put in there, I know I wasn't here the day that you guys signed your confidentiality agreement, but that's still in place with me also. Everything that you say in here is confidential. When you go around and I ask you this question for this color, go ahead and give me your name, not your last name. Just your name and, if you're a junior or senior or whatever. So I'll go over what the questions are, and then I'm sure I'll have to kind of repeat that back as we get, more towards the middle to the end, because I can't remember them all either. So the first one is cherry. So if you got a red one, your question will be, give me 3 examples of goals that you have after graduating high school, this Lenore City. 3 goals. Okay, if you have an orange one that you have in your right hand, and again, I got spies out here, no reaching up. So, if you have orange, I want you to tell me something unique about yourself that your classmates or others probably don't know about you. Just something unique. It can be anything. Strawberry. I'm assuming that is in the pink wrapper. Then I want you to tell me your favorite place to be, or your favorite place that you like to go, why, and how it made you feel. And then if you got lemon, which is yellow, what would be your ideal life, like after graduating college, say in your mid-20s? If you could have, and don't say, to win the lottery and, be a quadruple billionaire, just, something that might be realistic, if you understand. So give me your name and then answer the question. So I'm going to start right over here with this little gentleman who was only wanted 1 starburst. So, you have yellow, so what's your name? Luciana? Luciana? Okay. So what would be your ideal life when you turn in mid-20s after college? And speak up so everybody can hear.
I don't know, I guess finish college and have a great job, I guess.
Okay, and do you know what kind of great job?
Administrator for the business.
Is that?
5 minutes.
Oh, okay, I'll hurry. Okay, finance, did you say?
Administrator.
Administrator, okay. All right, now, what's your name? Jose? Okay, what color did you get? Yellow? So tell me what you want to do when you're after college, in your mid-20s. What do you see for yourself? Work?
Yeah.
Okay, and that's, okay. And what's your name?
Jansen.
Jansen? Okay, and you got pink strawberry.
I got red.
Oh, you got red? Oh, sorry. Red, what are 3 goals after graduation?
Go to college.
Right?
Well, graduate from college. And start a job.
Cool.
And travel.
Okay, awesome, awesome. Okay, and you?
I'm Shelby.
Shelby.
I got red.
Okay,
Figure out what I want to do.
good.
Go to college.
Okay,
And then get a good job.
awesome. Okay, and what color did you get?
I'm Haley. I got pink.
Okay, and pink, that's the strawberry. Your favorite place to go or to be and why? And how does that make you feel?
A NASCAR track because, well, you can't really hear people.
Right,
And I mean, I guess it gives you time to think.
okay. All right, cool, that's neat. Okay, brave soul,
I got pink
Okay.
and one.
okay.
And I want to be in Mexico because you're free from like homework and school.
Okay, and how does that make you feel? Just
I'm
so happy,
yeah.
okay, all right. And you, kind sir?
I got a yellow, no chance. I would like to have graduated college. Obviously have a home, hopefully be married, and have a job and graphic design.
Awesome, that's a great plan. And you?
I got red.
Okay.
Want to graduate college, get a good job, and have a family, I guess.
Okay, great. And you, miss?
My name is Ari East, and I got pink, and my favorite place to be is probably my room, because I have time to concentrate and really think about stuff that I'm getting myself in.
Do you feel like, does your room give you some kind of security, you know, when you're in there, that you feel like you can, you know, be able to think without being interrupted? Okay, that's great, that's a great place. What you got?
I'm Amanda, and I got red, and I want to graduate college and then become a teacher and get married.
Awesome. Okay, and you?
I'm Claire. I got pink, and my favorite place to be is out in the woods, just chilling and listening to music, having like peaceful time myself.
Okay, and that makes you feel peaceful and happy. Okay, all right, and you?
I'm Levi, I got red, and I'd like to have a job, a house, and get married.
Okay, great, great. We'll start back up here with you.
I got yellow, and I would like to have moved to a bigger city, got a job that I'm planning on getting now, and planning on my marriage or my wedding.
Awesome. That's good. Okay.
I'm Robbie. I got pink. And my favorite places to go is this place called in Florida, it's called Breeze, and then there's a beach off of it called Fort Pickens, and it's an isolated beach, and it's good for relaxing.
Okay. So you can just forget all your worries out there. That's good. That's really good.
I'm Ronnie. I got yellow, and that goes graduate high school, get to college, graduate college, and have a house.
Okay. Good deal. And?
I'm Chris. I got pink. I guess the best place that I like to be is in my carpentry shop, this carpentry shop here. But I guess it's because carpentry is going to be more or less my career.
A big part of your life.
Yeah.
Okay. Awesome. Awesome.
There's one.
We got 2 more lives. No. Come back around. Everybody's belly's full from lunch.
Not really.
So, we're just gonna go ahead and hurry up and finish this icebreaker, that's what we call it, just kind of the getting to know each other, you know, to let me know a little bit more about you. Now, where did we leave off? Did you say yours? Or you were you were the very last one, okay.
Yeah,
What color did you
I
get?
had pink.
Pink, okay, do you need me to ask the question again? Okay.
My name is Alex. Place comfortable in the baseball field. Just feels right.
Okay. And, how long have you been, like, going to the baseball field?
Well, since I was little, I've been there, but.
So it just makes you
Been a
feel
while,
happy?
yeah.
Okay, that's where you'd be. Alright, good deal. What color did you get? Pink. And what do you, what's your answer?
Maybe like somewhere that I visited.
Yeah, vacation anywhere, anywhere you want.
Probably California, because it's really far from Tennessee. And it's a lot better, and the weather's better. It's a cooler environment, you don't know anybody there, there's a lot of people.
And so how does it make you feel when you're in?
Like free and not in Tennessee.
So what I'm hearing you say is that you probably don't want to hang out in Tennessee forever. Okay. All right. And you?
My name's Tia, and my favorite place to be is probably my room.
Your room?
I can say the name.
Okay. All right. That's a couple of people that said that. That's interesting. Okay. And you?
My name's Jan, and I got orange.
Mhm.
I don't remember.
You what?
I don't remember.
Okay. Orange. Name something unique about yourself that others probably don't know. And it could be, you know, anything that's unique to you that's not quite obvious to everybody else, or something that happened, or just anything unique.
I love to cook. I don't think anyone knows
Okay.
about that.
That's good. Is that something that you do a lot of, or is it just something?
Yeah, I usually cook for my family.
Okay.
Like I'm the one that cooks.
That's very unique, especially at your age. That's great. That's awesome. All right. And you, sir?
I had a pink one.
And do you need me to, do you know the question, or you want me to restate the question?
I know the question.
Okay.
My
Do you know the
favorite place-
answer?
Huh?
You have the answer?
Yeah, my favorite place to be is in my car, like going on the road, because I feel like I'm in control. Like I can go where I want, when I want, anytime I want.
All right. That's good. That's good. Okay. Start back up here at the front.
My name is Lauren. I got a red one, and after I graduate high school, I want to be able to graduate college, get a good job, and have a family.
Awesome. Okay.
My name's Rashawn. I have a pink one. My favorite place to be is probably on vacation, to just get away from everything.
And where, if you got to pick your vacation destination, where would that be?
I haven't really been to a private beach, like Panama and Justin, so.
Okay. Yeah, I love those
Yeah.
too. Yeah. Okay, and you, sir?
I had red.
Okay.
Trying to become a successful artist, travel the world, and make a future generation rich.
Awesome. Now, where is one place that you would like to travel in the world?
UK.
Okay. All right. That's a good goal. And you, ma'am?
My name's Brianna, and I got pink, and my favorite place to be is in my car, like at night, so I like driving.
Okay. And how does that make you feel?
Well, like when I drive really fast and people are free, like I could leave.
Okay. And you, ma'am?
My name's Kelsey.
I didn't hear you, sir.
My name's Kelsey. I got orange, and I've been playing softball for 14 years.
Wow. What position?
First.
Good, good. Okay, and last but not least.
I'm Brianna, and I got pink, and my favorite place would probably be Taco Bell.
Taco Bell?
Yeah.
And what do you like about Taco Bell so much?
Everything.
All right, so
If you're having a bad day, you can go to Taco Bell and it's just gonna change your day. Well,
Yeah.
I
that's
love
good,
your
'cause
honesty.
At least there's lots of those around here, so that could work out really good for you. That's great.
You should get a job at Taco Bell.
Okay.
You know what, I was thinking about hiring, I know.
Sorry, I've got a call. But yesterday I know that Olivia held your sessions, and so I just wanted to briefly talk about some of the things that she went over with you guys yesterday. If I could have 3 people that remember something about yesterday's session, raise your hand. Just any kind of facts, any kind of things that you talked about. The first 3 people that know and can call me on this, let's go ahead. So 1, 2. Come on, I need a third one. 3. Okay.
remember.
All right. And your name again? Hannah. Tell me something that you guys went over and talked about yesterday.
We talked about suicide, and we learned that suicide is the first common reason of death in the age of 18 to 24.
Okay. All right. That's really, I mean, that's knowledge that you gained yesterday. That you're probably not going to forget, very easily. So that's great. What about you?
That like depression, you can't always tell, like the person can look perfectly fine and hide it, but like inside they're actually sad.
Exactly. Yeah, you can honestly never judge a book by its cover. Some people may have a smile on their face and look like they have everything, going for them, and they could just be dying inside, and you just never know. So that's the reason why I always try to tell people to strive to be nice to people, because you don't know what they're going through. They may look like they have it all together, but may just be, one stressful event away from, really doing something bad or harming themselves or something. And what did you learn?
We talked about myths of depression and
about the stigmas maybe that come along with,
and what people think it might be, or that it's easy to overcome, but it's really not.
Right. And did you talk any thing about like being stereotyped? If you wanted, say you're depressed and you're in high school and you go to see the guidance counselor, and you're scared because you don't want anybody to find out, because they might think there's something terribly wrong with you if you're depressed, or if you have a mental illness or anything like that. Did you go over anything like that? Because that's something that's really important for you guys to know, is that if you have those feelings of depression and you have different thoughts, the negative self-talk, that's what we're going to talk about next. That little recorder that goes on in your head, whether it be positive or negative, it can have such a major impact on your life that we as individuals, as adults, and as young adults in high school, what you need to be doing right now is trying to retrain, if you have negative self-talk in your head, is kind of retrain and redirect those bad feelings into making it something positive. Does that make sense? Y'all kind of understand that? Okay. All right. So, did you guys, did anybody fill out their mood diary. Have you, you guys are keeping up with that? Let me go ahead and, I'm gonna, and if you would please, be consistent with either put your first name and not your last name, or just your initials, so we can keep all these, like, I put Misty or MD, and that way, all the MDs are gonna know, and so one day you might be happy, one day you might be mad, sad, but we wanna be able to compare those and see how it's changed throughout the week. Does that make sense? Everybody do that? Okay. Just put, you can go ahead and put your initials and your first name, if you're not, but we don't need your last name. So just be on the safe side, you can do that. This is how we're gonna see, the outcomes here. And just, if you didn't get one, raise your hand, and I can bring one to you. I think we had a few extra, so that's it.
Get back on my 80 below zero.
Okay, I'm going to read a little thing here about discovering underlying negative beliefs. You guys don't, you can fill that out. Does everybody want to fill are you filling them out right now? Okay. I'll give you a couple minutes to fill those out, and then I'll start more into my session. And like, if you don't remember if you put your initials or your first name, just go ahead and do both. That way it's on the safe side, and we can make sure that all of your guys' papers go together. So we'll just take about 2 minutes. Did I get everybody's? Nobody's trying to hide theirs or not doing it or whatever? All right. Okay. All right, we're going to do something else. Does everybody still have a copy of their mood diary? Has everybody been filling that out on a daily basis? Please do. It doesn't take that long, and it's real important to our our research in our class, and as we are trying to move forward and get our master's degree, and it just helps a lot, when we get real honest feedback and can put that to use. So we really appreciate it, and thank you up front. And if everybody would just bring that back tomorrow, we will collect those, and then we will have that to help us tally up our data and stuff like that. So I'm gonna read a little thing, a real short thing about discovering underlying negative beliefs. It says it's often easier to recognize unrealistic thinking when we can identify the whole thought. The whole thought is called the belief. These are the beliefs that are below the surface, like the tip of the iceberg or the inner layer of an onion. This section is going to be practice finding the whole belief that is behind the immediate thought that occurs to us. And is it really about me? Sometimes when we react to a particular activating event, we have a negative thought that involves someone or someone else, but not ourselves. If non-personal thoughts make us feel down, we may be internalizing them as personal thoughts in disguise. So we kind of want to know what the underlying issues are. So there's one little scenario, or there's two scenarios, but I'm just going to read one right now. And I want you guys to help me answer the question. Okay. The first one is to a realistic thinker. I don't know what to do. I just started high school and nobody likes me. Everybody except me seems to have friends already. One girl from my old school is in my math class and she sat next to me and tried to be friendly, but she seems kind of boring, and I remember at my old school she hung out with geeks. I'm afraid if I talk to her, people will think I'm a geek. This Friday is a freshman party, but I can't go because I told my mother I'd babysit my little brother. If I don't go to the party, I'll never meet anyone. My mother thinks I should meet people by going and joining soccer team, but her ideas are never any good, so I'm definitely not doing that. Do you think I'll ever have friends? What should I do? Frustrated and lonely. So, as you can tell, this girl has got a very negative outlook on pretty much everything about what's going on in her life. Is there anybody that can give me an example as to how she might look at this situation differently? I mean, right away she said, I started high school and nobody likes me.
She could just not care.
Well,
She just started, so.
right.
I know.
She exactly.
And she shouldn't be complaining because someone's trying to be your friend.
Yeah, she should actually give that girl a chance.
Well, I mean, and that's sad. She is complaining because nobody wants to be her friend, yet this girl over here that she thinks is a geek isn't good enough for her. So she's kind of playing both sides of the sword, if you see.
I think that she's not applying herself growing up to people on her own instead of them coming.
Right. And that's what we can't do as young adults and adults is, you know, if she really is serious about making some friends and she knows how to play soccer, why not join the soccer team? If you don't want to play soccer, could you be the water girl or just help out, join a club, do something. You just can't sit back and wait on people to make you happy. You are in charge of your own happiness. And that's the only person you can control is yourself. So if you need a change, you're going to have to do it within. You can't make other people. So if you can just think of that story and think about how she's judging others, which is negative. And like you said, she just started. How does she know that nobody likes her and that she's not going to have any friends? Has anybody in here ever heard of self-fulfilled prophecy. Does anybody know what that means? Yes, sir, in the back. What, have you heard of that?
If you keep thinking something and saying it enough, it will come true, because you'll subconsciously direct your actions to make it true. So if you say, oh, I'm hashtag forever alone, and you say that enough, guess what you'll be?
Hashtag forever alone. That is a very good example, and that happens. It really does.
It does.
So, don't do that to yourself. Don't have a negative attitude and keep telling yourself negative stuff, because it will, in the end up happening, because that's what you've been focused on. So, remember that word, self-fulfilling prophecy. Because I'm sure tomorrow when Lisa's up here, she's going to say, who knows what that is? And I hope that everybody in here can raise their hand and know, what that means. So, I've got another story, but I'm not going to do it right now. I have a little exercise for us to do. I'm going to come by either you have to have a good memory or you need a piece of paper and a pen. But if you have a good memory, then I can give you your word, and I'm going to put the instructions up on the board where you can see them. But I'm going to give you a negative self-talk word, and
Does everybody have some paper? I've got some note cards if you need a note card to write on.
She's passing around no card if anybody wants.
Morning.
Anybody else want a note card?
You gave it to me.
But I'd ask me all the time. He'll be like, I know. You don't have to say it all the time. That's the story. That's what my dad, I'm not. I just need to go. I can be anywhere else. But I know that bed rest because, I've always stayed in my room. I've always just been in my room.
give you a word, and you're gonna take that word. It's gonna be something that has probably popped in your head before. You know, you haven't felt good about something, and you're somehow in your mind telling yourself that you're bad or a negative thought or whatever. And then I want you to change that negative word into something positive. And then when it becomes your turn, I want you to give an example of how that positive word can make your life better. If you start thinking more of whatever you're positive that you come up with, and you know, give a real, true reality answer, not something that's probably not feasible or ever going to happen or anything like that. Something, a reality answer that's going to happen that could happen with you being juniors and seniors right now. So, let me come around, give you your word, and give you a few minutes to think about it, and then we'll go over that. Okay. Okay, that's your word. Well, I mean, no, I don't have to write it down until you your turn, you know that you're worried.
So even if we still come up
You know,
here.
they already know. I'm gonna wear pajamas.
I know I'm gonna get
I don't know.
Did everybody get a word? Did everybody get a word? A negative word?
Yes.
Does everybody understand the instructions?
Not really.
Because I think, just to let you know that if this section goes good, and you know, I feel like you guys have learned from these examples, we can probably wrap it up very soon. And I did bring some cookies for the people that take this seriously and
I'm super serious.
who take it seriously and who are really, you know, trying to learn something, because this stuff is important. And I want you to walk away feeling like, you know a little bit more than you did before these sessions started. So does anybody have any questions before, you know, we're going to go around the room just like we did before, to give the negative self-talk word, and then, you know, the positive, and then, you know, the example, reality example. So everybody's good on that? All right, we're going to start over here this time.
Okay, my
First tell me your word, then tell me the positive, and then give me an example.
my word was ignored, and then I changed it to positive sentences.
That's fine.
Okay, and then I said, I'm not really being ignored, they're just busy right now.
That's great.
Busy. And then a reality answer would be, you texted someone, and like they were texting you back, and then they just stopped texting you because they maybe had something to do or something, and then you didn't get a reply for like a couple hours later, and so then you could be thinking, oh, well, they're
Right.
just ignoring me.
That is exactly what I'm talking about as far as this exercise. That is great. And how many times does that happen? You are texting somebody and all of a sudden they fall off the grid, and you're thinking, oh my goodness, what did I say? You know, did they get mad? Are they just done? Or, you know, so that can make you have negative thoughts on the inside because you don't know what's going on. So that is a perfect example. So I have to give you a few more starbursts. All right, go ahead.
My word was regret. I just put you could learn from whatever happened. Like, you took something that wasn't true and you got in trouble from it. Because people told you to do it, you go back and see that it wasn't worth it.
Right. So if you're regretting something, what you're saying is that you can learn from your mistakes.
Yeah.
That's great. Awesome.
I have no idea what it is.
My word was invisible.
Invisible.
Instead of looking at people and then ignoring, or I guess ignoring it, pretty much be the same. Make it peaceful. Just feel peaceful with yourself.
That's right.
For example, everyone else is busy around you, not noticing you. Read a book.
Perfect. You guys are on target. Okay, go ahead.
My word was paranoid.
Uh-huh.
And I don't think like paranoid is a bad thing necessarily, because you can like pay more attention to details if you're paranoid, but to an extent. So
useful. So how could you? An example, I'll help you out on that one. An example that I would use as far as like paranoid would be in some time, like if you're talking about your friends and you're thinking, oh goodness, they're doing something without me, you know, they're talking behind my back or whatever. Usually you're not as important as you think you are. You're, you know, they're really not talking about you. They're doing something else. You know, you're giving yourself too much credit sometimes when you are paranoid. So, and that's from firsthand experience that has came lately. So, there you go. And you, ma'am? Weak.
Or like a doormat.
Yes.
To learn to stand up for yourself.
Awesome.
And not let people take advantage of you.
Set boundaries. That's good. I mean, that's good. And you?
I got non-productive, and I put just to do something productive, something that's useful.
That's great. I mean, you know, if you're sitting there and you're getting down and you're negative, you know, I'm just non-productive, you can change that because you're the only person that can change you. So, there you go.
Mine's non-motivated, like, I can be non-motivated, like something that I don't like doing, but like something that I like doing, I could be motivated, like making money. Like at school, I don't want to do anything, but at work, I want to make money.
So, it just depends on what it is as to, okay, all right. Okay, and what was your word?
I think it was unappreciated, but I forgot.
Okay, unappreciated. Changing unappreciated into a positive is looking at it really doesn't matter what other people think. It matters how you feel. So if you know that you have done something that is good, don't wait on other people outside to validate you. If you've done what you were supposed to do and you did a good job at it, it doesn't matter if they appreciate it or not, because you're in control of you.
My word was neglected, and to change into positive, you say like, I have people who care about me and who want to like help me or whatever.
And be in your life.
Yeah, and be in my life. And if you thought that, like, if you thought that more throughout like your life or whatever, you would feel better about yourself and you'd like think people care about you and you'd have like more self-esteem. And an example is like when your boyfriend or your friends are busy and they're like paying attention to you or like doing whatever they usually do with you. They're just like busy.
That's a great example too. I'm going to have to make the teacher stand out in the hall because he's disrupting the class.
I was just trying to help.
Okay,
So,
I appreciate
hey,
it.
gloves are off, do what
Hey,
y'all want.
I'm just
Control.
playing.
You control.
I'm just kidding. Yeah.
Knock yourself out.
No, not good, not good. So,
My word was unloved.
uh-huh.
I mean, I guess you could consider it maybe over exaggerating that you're not unloved, it's just you're not getting attention right there or right now. And then a reality answer could be, like if your sibling or something is getting more attention than you right now, you're not really in love, it's just they're getting it right now and you love each other too.
And let's don't forget, we always have to love ourselves, no matter what. Love yourself first, or you can't love other people. So what's your word?
Mine was unwanted.
Uh-huh.
And like how we can change the positive thought and that you are needed.
Yes.
And that, for example, like your friends when they have problems, and then you usually talk to them and to like make them happy and tell them everything's gonna be okay.
That's great. Good job. Good job. Sir.
Mine was helpless, and I changed it to independent because when you're helpless, you normally depend on someone to help you.
Great insight. Yes.
And then a reality answer, if you're taking a test and the teacher will help you, you won't know what to do.
Right. Right. So you have to take that initiative to not be helpless. Awesome. All right. What'd you
I
get?
had unimportant. And it's not that you are unimportant, it's just at the moment, people aren't paying attention to you and they're doing all their own things. And reality answer is whenever your friends and family might be ignoring you, you could possibly join a club.
Good idea. Good idea. That's good. Okay.
I got weak. What is it? Negative to a positive. We can be a positive because you can be stronger than you look. Give an example. Being weak can be better in life because you can observe and fight another day. And then a reality answer, you can be weak in one area and be stronger in another.
That's right. That's good. And so then that way you can always work on the areas that you need to be stronger in. So that's also a good insight. And what was yours?
My word was alone, and a positive word would be together. And an example of how it can be better in your life would be like surrounding yourself with people who care about you and teach what you do. And an example of something real would be like maybe some girl, two girls, sometimes doesn't have a boyfriend and all her friends do. And instead of being the girl on one or something, she could be saying herself, or maybe it's not the time to come in.
Right. Right. That's good. That's good.
I had lonely, and I just put surround yourself with friends, and just don't stay like inside thinking, oh well, no one's gonna hang out with me. Like you need to get out.
Don't isolate yourself. Get out there and use that support system of people that you know care and stuff, and that's very important in both your guys' instances. You know, surround yourself with people that are supportive and that are going to build you up. So that's good.
Mine was depressed, I think. And the way to change the negative to positive is like if you're going that way, you always have family or friends or somebody to talk to.
Right.
That, like help you make yourself better. And an example of how it can be better in your life. Like there's always so much you can do to get your mind off of whatever's making you that like sad. You go outside, go take a jog, go take a walk, do something. Let's just sit somewhere
And isolate yourself. That's one of the worst things that you can do. Yes.
And a reality answer is just go out there and just motivate yourself to get your mind off whatever's bothering you.
Good job. Good job. What was yours?
I got stupid, and you're
Sorry.
not stupid if you at least try to learn something.
That's right.
So,
Just because like in that negative self-talk, if you tell yourself every day, gosh, I'm so stupid, I'm so stupid, I'm so stupid, I'm so stupid, you're going to appear stupid. And you're going to feel like someone else is always going to have to do stuff because you're not smart enough or whatever. So that's how you change that negative into a positive, and it can change your whole outlook and the whole way of life. So that's good. What'd you get?
I got guilty, and if you think you're guilty of something, you probably have to do something if you're guilty. So try not to lie. If you lied about something, or try to do better. Whatever.
Try to learn from your mistakes. Okay.
Right or wrong.
Yep. Great job. Great job. All right.
I got ugly.
And you didn't believe it for a second.
Pretty is the positive, and an example of it is if you get a good compliment, it just makes your day. And reality is
And just trying to feel good about yourself. Just don't put yourself down, and just try to think positive, good thoughts. Good job. And what was yours, Miss?
But I have dumb and won't be so dumb and try harder. Just to study more.
And turn that recorder off if it's saying you're done, you're done, you're done. Immediately try to turn it into positive. I'm not dumb, I'm smart, and I'm smart enough to know that you know, I need to read this chapter again because I forget what it said, you know, so you gotta keep yourself in check. So that's good. Yeah.
Mom was lazy and can find an activity to motivate yourself.
And that will make you feel better.
Yeah.
That's right. And what was yours?
I got insecure, and for the positive, I it's not that you're insecure, it's just that you care about what people think of you, and so you don't want to be like thought of badly, so be positive, you're trying to be a good person. And curiosity, like if you're insecure about like being weird or something, then you just think, well, there's not really anything about it now, so you might as well not worry about it.
And so next time you'll know that you don't want to do that. All right, good job. 2 more people. All right, what'd you get? Okay, tell me about that.
Ellen made that up.
Oh, yeah, okay, we got the teacher back here helping. So tell me an example of how you could be worth a lot.
Go home and post them of yourself.
Gotta have a talk with the teacher. $1 million. So you think you can put a price on yourself? What was yours? Useless. Yeah. And what do you think?
I'll go find someone that not my helpful.
Mm-hmm.
Reality is that like if you're trying to help someone and they're taking on the most themselves, so it makes you be useless.
Mm-hmm. So that can make you feel better about yourself if you help someone else. You're not going to feel useless. Awesome. Good job. All right. How are we on time, guys?
We probably need to start wrapping up.
Yeah, we need to wrap it up.
Okay. I did bring you guys cookies because I knew you were going to be a super class, and you have been. I know some of the stuff that we did was corny, and you probably just, you know, think it was stupid. But it really, you know, is going to help us in our, yes. Really, if you have time to reflect on this later on, I'm sure there are some things that you could say that you really learned. Maybe not just from today's session, but whenever you put them all together. I hope that you come away with a better knowledge and understanding of, you know, how the way you think and your beliefs about yourself can really, really have an impact in your life. So, Olivia, I'm good on